Today we are going to make an unbelievable chatbot that can learn on Scratch. Without further on, let's dive right in. Let's get started by making a new sprite. When we click on the Choose a Sprite, we can find our character. I'm gonna choose a robot. Okay, now once we have our robot ready, let's delete this sprite and let's start coding. So first we will need to drag a one green flag click block. Then we need to go to delete all of answer and we'll change the answer to history. And then we need to drag a forever loop, so right here, and under it we need to drag ask what's your name and wait block. But instead of what's your name, let's change it to prompt. Like this. Okay, now once we have that ready, we need to save this in a variable. So let's go to the variable and drag a set my variable to 0 block, and we will change the my variable by user's input. And we will change the 0 with this answer block, like so. After that, we need to drag a if-else block, like so. And after that, we need to drag a answer contains thing block, and we'll change the answer to question, and we will change the thing to user's input. Good. Now what we need to do is to set our number variable to item hashtag of user's input. User's input. Okay, once we have that ready, let's this say block hello for 10 seconds underneath the set number block, and we will change the hello by item number of answer for 10 seconds. Okay, so under the else block, we need to add user's input to question. So we need to drag this, and then we need to drag the user's input to question. And then we will need to ask how should we respond to the input. Like this. Then let's set information to answer. Like this. Then we need to add new information to answer. So we need to go here and then drag this add, and then we need to go to new information and then to answer. Okay, like that. Once we are finished with all of this coding, let's start making 2 new sprites. So first we need to paint a sprite, and it will be a button to show our history. I would like to have it in blue, but you can choose whatever color you would like this. And then I will write here history. I'll make it a bit bigger so it could fill everywhere, and put it here like this. So once we have one, we need to actually duplicate one. We need 2 because one will be to click so we could see our history, and one that we cannot see our history. So one to show our history list and one to show without our history. Okay everybody, we have now our 2 buttons ready, the one for show history and the other one for hide history. Okay, so we need to click on the show history sprite and let's start coding. So first, what we need to do is to drag a when green flag clicked block, and under we need to drag a show block like this. Then we need to go back to events category and drag when this sprite clicked block. Then what we need to do is to drag a hide block, and underneath we need to drag a show list history block like this. We need to change the answer to history, and what we also need is a broadcast block that will be simply named hide like this. Okay, and then we need to go also again to the events category and drag a when I receive show block. So we need to create a new broadcast block named show. When I receive show block. Okay, now we need to just drag a show underneath and we're done with show history block. Now we need to go to the hide history block and drag a when green flag clicked block. Then we need to drag, instead of a show, a hide block. Okay, then when this sprite clicked block, and underneath we need to drag hide block like this here. Okay, now what we need to do is to drag a hide list history block, and also we need to broadcast show here like this. Okay, lastly what we need to do is to drag a when I receive hide block, and then we need to drag a show block underneath. Okay, now I'm sorry that this video needs to go to the end. I hope you like this video and subscribe to our channel because new tutorials like this on Scratch will be on our way. See you soon.